Toastmasters, guests, and we have 2 guests here tonight, 3 guests here, 1 guest, 2 guests, and 3 guests. Lovely. Well, welcome. Our president, Jill, unfortunately was unable to be here today. So I am Peter Jacques, and I am here as the ex-president standing in her place. So 1 or 2 things that I should mention to you, which is my pet hobby. And that is about, we're all here as Toastmasters to better you in various forms of your business life, your personal life, not only just to help you in speaking, to be confident, overcome any small nerves you might have for impromptu speaking. We're going to deal with all of that this evening. But my little tip for you is, if you're going to come up tonight and say anything, there's 3 things I want you all to remember. The first thing is, this is not a trial. This is fun. So there's got to be lots of smiles. We're all your family. We're actually all cheering you on to succeed. So when you come up here, you take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So everybody now, in through your nose, hold, out through your mouth. So you should all be floating 3 feet off the air by now. It's the best way to beat the traffic. That's the first thing. The second thing is, while you're up here and you're standing, if you get to the stage where you've forgotten something you were trying to say, or you feel that you want the audience to catch up to you, pause. There's nothing quite like a pregnant pause, specifically at the right time. So everybody is then caught up with you. You've managed to swallow, and all the jitters disappear. You do your little secret breathe in through your nose, and then you carry on. And please try and remember, if you're standing on a board like this, move away, or don't move. Okay? Because there's nothing worse when you're trying to make a very important point and you pause. You don't really want all your audience laughing, do you? Now, we have a mission at Toastmasters, and I'm going to call upon one of our guests this evening, Tala, to come up and read to you. A big applause, please, for Tala.
Thanks. My name is Talha, as he introduced me. Thanks. The mission for our club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every individual member has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth.
Now you see, for someone that's never stood up in front of any number of people, let alone you lot, it gives the confidence to bring them up here and to help read so that you can assist them in overcoming any nerves or fears they may have. Now, one of the most important things, I'll be handing over to our Toastmaster of the evening in a minute, is when you leave the stage, or you are coming onto the stage, the idea in Toastmasters is to hand the stage over. So when someone comes up, by shaking the hands, the person leaving hands it over to the person who is coming on. And when it's finished, it's got to be handed back. So if you can all remember that. And the final thing, I heard an applause that was absolutely terrible. Now when someone comes up here and they're introduced, I want to hear a round. Now would you please put your hands together, and what does an applause sound like? Go home now, can't I? So tonight, I'm going to hand you over to our Toastmaster of the evening, and applause, the HOD applause, for a very experienced Toastmaster. Please put your hands together for Mr. David Phillips.
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful welcome, Peter, and for the wonderful introduction. I think it's making it very clear about what we're doing here tonight. We're here to learn, we're here to listen, we're here to speak, and we're here to find our inner leader. My job tonight as Toastmaster for the evening, fellow Toastmasters, and of course our welcome guests, is to lead you through the agenda for the evening, which is well planned and very carefully planned, and it's been going for a long time. And in fact, Toastmasters, in 3 years' time, will be celebrating its centenary. Started in 1920 in America. Before I start, I just want to check 3 things. If you have a mobile phone, and I'm sure everybody has a mobile phone, could you please get it out and check that it's either turned to silent or switched off, or otherwise won't disturb the meeting tonight. Thank you very much. Second thing is, if you need the toilets, there's 2 sets. One, if you go straight across, out through that door, straight across, on the door opposite says toilets, or if you go out of that door, right to the end of the corridor, there's a set of toilets on the left. And then if there's any danger, fire, or anything that we need to escape, you've got a choice of 3 routes. You can go out of that door there, straight back out through the front door there, or turn right and right again through the glass doors in the middle. So that's 1, 2, or 3. I love the way Peter set the stage for what we're going to do tonight. When you come up here to have some fun, and we'll play, but play with purpose and seriousness. I want to take you through all the things that you've got on yours. There's lots of paperwork around. So if you should have several things. First thing, if you can have a look at this thing here. It says on it, whatever you can do, or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power and magic in it, which translated for me into what we're doing tonight. When you come up to the stage, this is your playground. If you have a message, tell your message with confidence. If you have a story to tell, commit yourself to telling that story. If you want to tell us, let us know something, be bold. Be committed to your idea. Take your idea and give it to us as you would like to give it to us. Which doesn't mean you have to stand here and shout. Boldness can be very quiet, boldness can be paused. And boldness can allow the message to sink in. The evening is split into 3 main events. We have prepared speeches, of which tonight there are 5. We will then have impromptu speaking, which means that anybody could be called upon to speak on a topic of which they know nothing at any time. Well, not at any time, that's not true. At a specific time, and asked to speak for up to 2 minutes on something that they haven't prepared. Then we'll have a networking break, a chance to get tea and coffee, and to speak to people you know, meet people that you don't know. Then afterwards we'll come back and it will evaluate what we've heard. One of the most important things in Toastmasters is learning. Learning by listening, and then by listening, thinking about what you've heard. What do you like about what you heard? What do you think, in your opinion, could make that speaker better? And then, what did you really like? And it's all done in a spirit of support, that supportive environment. Where when you tell somebody what you thought of what they did, you want to do it in such a way that they want to come back and either do it again to make it better, or go on and put what they've learnt into practice. Now, to get all this done, obviously I can't do it on my own, so we have a great network of support here, and I'm going to introduce you to all the supporters. First, I would like you to give thank you to Sina, who is our Sergeant at Arms, who has set up the room so beautifully and made sure that you know that you're coming into a Toastmasters meeting and that it looks tidy and welcoming. So please. Our next supporter is Dennis at the back here, who is our video master. Now, HOD Speakers Club has taken over the last few months to recording everything that goes on, and it goes onto our website, which is actually on the top of the agenda. So if you look, it says see videos at www.hod-tv.uk, and it's beautifully organised by Tony Wynyard, our publicity man really, and website wizard. And you can go in and find speeches by number, speeches by person, speeches by category, and all beautiful. It's a great learning resource, a chance for you to see back what you've done and what other people have done and what things you can learn from. Someone is here tonight to listen to everything that we say and note it in terms of English grammar. How good was the grammar? Was it correctly spoken? Was it badly spoken? Were there flights of fancy that intrigued him? Were there some really terrible things that need to be pointed out? And we have a very special guest tonight from Hertfordshire Speakers, which is actually in a separate district from us. So somebody's crossed the border, the Toastmasters border from Hertfordshire to Harrow, which is Philip Carey, who's been a Toastmaster for, I think, around 2 years. So, Philip, if you'd like to come up and just explain your role tonight.